This is a tutorial for everything that you need to know for our Monday upper body bent arm strength workout and lower body flexibility workout that we do in our Unify Movement System. This is where we're going to explain in detail to you all of the exercises that we do. Now you're going to want to check out the follow along routine video as well so that you can see exactly how we do this workout. Enjoy.
We are the gym that teaches people how to move instead of just exercise, because we believe that health is about performance, not just body image.
This is the dumbbell shoulder press. We use this in phase 1 of the UMS to uncover and correct imbalances from left side to right side and allow the opportunity to correct them to prepare you for more challenging shoulder pressing movements in later phases of the program. When setting up for shoulder pressing, you want your feet hip width apart whilst pulling your heels together. This will activate the glutes and pull you into a posterior pelvic tilt. Make sure you engage your abs and be aware to maintain a strong position as you lift. Set the shoulders back and down. When you press, allow your arms to travel through the scapular plane. It is important to note that whenever you lift weights, you hold your breath with your lungs full. If you need to breathe, you only take a breath at the top of the movement and you breathe out only a small amount of your lung capacity before breathing in all the way again and holding your breath for the entire rep, all the way down and back up again. If you can hold your breath for several reps, this is recommended. Richard is exaggerating this here so you can clearly see that he is always holding his breath with lungs full for the full rep. This is because breathing out causes the body to relax, reducing strength potential. When you are pressing weights, you want your body tense and strong. Mastering this breathing technique is critical for maximal strength development in all weightlifting movements. Once you've set up and are ready for your first rep, the 3 cues to think of whilst performing the exercise are: set shoulders back and down, press with elbows under wrists, be intentional with end ranges. The end ranges of the shoulder press refer to your arms being locked out above your head whilst your scapula is still depressed and being all the way down so that the weight touches your shoulder at the bottom of each rep.
Hey there, in case we haven't met, my name's Rad Burmeister. I'm one of the founders of Unity Gym and creators of the UMS, Unify Movement System, where we make people strong, flexible and fit all in 1 hour workouts. Now the video that you're watching is just a portion of the UMS online coaching program. You can grab a 1-month trial, a 30-day free trial, if you click the link in the description of this video. Now of course, if you like this video, please click the like button, share it with your friends, and consider subscribing to the channel. We post videos like this every week. And if you want to get started with us at all, you can grab one of the blueprints below here. There's the strength blueprint, the flexibility blueprint, the at-home workouts blueprint. We've got a whole bunch of really great freebies that you can get. Or if you want to grab one of our programs, you can grab one of our standalone programs like the 18-minute stretching routine, flexibility masterclass, or Gymnastics Rings masterclass, to name just a few. And as I said before, if you're ready to jump in, really take your results to the next level and see what this amazing UMS online coaching program is like, grab the 30-day free trial where you'll get coached by myself, Richard, and my brother Yanni. Whenever you want, you can upload videos to the private group that we've got and you get access to the full program. 6 days a week of training, 6 different workouts in the week, and new workouts every 4 weeks.
This is the standing loaded hamstring stretch. We use this in phase 1 as it creates good awareness of hip flexion versus spinal flexion and strengthens whilst creating flexibility in the hamstrings. Eccentric and isometric loading of the muscles through full range of motion are an excellent way to increase flexibility, strength through range, and reduce risk of injury. This is why the standing loaded hamstring stretch is so effective. We like to set up by picking up the dumbbells, standing upright, and then hinging at the hips as you lean forward. Once you feel a good stretch in the hamstrings, hold the position for 30 seconds. Be aware to keep your back straight. Film yourself and post to the UMS online coaching group so we can ensure you are bending forward from the hips and not the spine. This exercise lays the foundation for more advanced hamstring flexibility coming in phase 2 and 3 of the UMS. The 3 cues to think of when performing the exercise are: Keep your back straight. Keep your knees straight. Hinge in the hips. This is the feet-assisted supinated pull-up. We use this in phase 1 to teach the end ranges of a pull-up and to allow people who can't yet do a full bodyweight pull-up to feel what the movement should feel like. It is critical that you understand that quality is what matters here. Focusing only on increasing the intensity of the exercise by lifting your feet off the ground will lead to poor movement quality and stifle progress. Instead, focus on the coaching cues to follow. To set up, make sure you can touch your collarbone or preferably chest to the bar you're using. We like to use a barbell on a squat rack, but you could just as easily use a set of gymnastics rings or set up a box to stand on underneath a pull-up bar. As long as you can get your collarbone or preferably chest to the bar with your feet on the ground. You should also be able to hang under the bar with your arms straight and without your bum touching the ground. When you're in this hanging position, have your feet slightly in front of your body so you have room to move freely up and down. Start and finish each rep from a dead hang, shoulders relaxed and gripping tightly. Once set up, the 3 cues to think of during the movement are: initiate by pulling shoulders down and chest up. Assist with feet, pulling elbows to your pockets. Be intentional with end ranges. The end ranges of the pull-up are chest touching the bar, shoulders pulled back and down into the back pockets at the top. At the bottom, you should come to a dead hang and have no momentum used for the next rep. It is important to note that during the eccentric phase, when you are going downwards with gravity, you keep your shoulders depressed. You keep them pulled down into the back pocket until your arms are completely straight, and the last thing that happens is that the shoulders elevate or relax. Active front splits. We use this in phase 1 as it is a safe introduction to more advanced front splits progressions coming in later phases of the UMS. By isometrically contracting the muscles, we remain active, increasing strength whilst developing flexibility, which is much safer than passive stretching where the muscles are relaxed. When we stretch to our end ranges, the brain has inhibitors that prevent us going too far, so we avoid injury. The development of flexibility comes from delaying when these inhibitors kick in. This happens over time. You cannot rush the process. If you push to the point of pain, you stifle this process and you will experience plateau. Instead, work to a level of discomfort, but not to a point of pain. You will learn the difference between the two with more experience. To set up, grab anything you can to support your balance. We like to use 2 dowel rods. Then, take a large step forward and pull your toes up towards you. Ensure your hips remain facing forward and knees are straight. Try to balance on your feet with little to no help from your hands once you are set up. Once set up, the 3 cues to think of are: keep knees straight, dorsiflex feet, hips face forward. Seated 45-degree supinated grip dumbbell bicep curl. We use the seated 45-degree position in phase 1 of the UMS as it builds strength and flexibility in the bicep by strengthening the end range of shoulder extension. To set up, simply sit on a 45-degree bench and let the weight pull your arms into position. Keep your head forward and do not let your head rest on the bench, so you actively use the muscles in your neck to support your head. Hold the dumbbells with your little finger against the end of the dumbbell so that your hand is pulled into the supinated position. Grip the weights as hard as you can whenever performing bicep or tricep exercises. For the supinated grip bicep curl, think of gripping really hard with your little fingers. Once set up, the 3 coaching cues to think of are: keep your shoulders back, keep your upper arms still, be intentional with end ranges. For the bicep curl, it is important to note that the end range is when the arm is completely straight at the bottom and when you cannot curl any further at the top, and you achieve end ranges whilst maintaining stillness in the upper arm. Supine neutral grip dumbbell tricep extension. We use the supine neutral grip dumbbell tricep extension in phase 1 of the UMS as it builds strength and flexibility in the tricep in a safe position before moving further into shoulder flexion in later phases of the UMS. To set up, simply lay down on a bench, feet under your knees and arms extended in front of you. Keep your shoulders back and down and your thumbs at the end of the dumbbells. This position ensures you are able to access full range of motion without the dumbbell hitting your shoulder prematurely. Ensure that your upper arm stays vertical at all times. The only movement happens from the elbow and through the forearm and hand. Once set up, the 3 coaching cues to think of are: set your shoulders back and down, keep your upper arm still, be intentional with end ranges. Lying external rotation from the hip. We use this in the UMS to allow you to feel a correct external rotation pattern with the elbow fixed against the body to minimize unnecessary movement that detracts from the exercise. This prepares you for much more challenging progressions of the external rotation pattern coming in later phases of the UMS. Set up by laying down, resting the elbow on the hip, slightly towards the anterior side of the hip, and retract the scapula. The end ranges of this movement are when you cannot externally rotate anymore without twisting your body, and when you cannot internally rotate anymore without moving your arm from the setup position. Once set up, the 3 cues to think of whilst performing the exercise are: set shoulders back and down, keep the elbow fixed in place, be intentional with end ranges.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, consider subscribing to our channel and make sure you click the notification bell so you know when our weekly videos are uploaded. Now, the best thing for you to do if you want to stay connected with us and get free online coaching is to join our private Facebook group. It's called the UMS Movement Mastermind, and we go live daily where we answer our members' questions. It's very interactive because you can post questions while we're live and we interact with you on the show. You can also upload videos or pictures of yourself with any movements, any stretches, strength training movements, calisthenics, weightlifting, anything that you're struggling with, and we'll critique you, give you feedback, let you know how you can get better. It's a really valuable resource. It allows a lot of communication with us and also our senior tribe members. You'll get answers very, very quickly, and it's absolutely free. So jump on Facebook, search for UMS Movement Mastermind and join now. Until next time, have a great day.